decisions, but you've got to play harder. And I expect Texas State Coach Johnson will have a little chat at halftime, and I would expect the Bobcats to really step up their level of play the second half.
By the way, our thoughts are with the Florida Gators men's basketball program. Keontae Johnson, player for the Gators, suddenly collapsed in the middle of a game against Florida State earlier today. He is currently in critical yet stable condition and is staying overnight at Tallahassee Memorial Hospital. Like at a very scary moment earlier today in Tallahassee between the Gators and Seminoles. And the Bobcats, meanwhile, start the second half with yet another turnover, the 13th.
Yeah, you have to tip your cap to the Saints. They are definitely playing with some intensity on the defensive end. They've got really quick hands, and they have given the Bobcats trouble taking care of the basketball.
It was actually the Bobcats' 12th turnover, not their 13th, and now the run is 13-0. Jordan Embry, the basket, his first today. Embry, the senior from Paris, Texas. And the Saints on top by 3.
And this is a really good test for Texas State. You know, we've talked about Nigel Pearson and him graduating, leaving the program. Now this is a moment that Coach Johnson can focus on and show the tape later of how they're going to overcome adversity. You know, you're used to having that stalwart of Nigel Pearson carrying the Bobcats on his shoulders. Now one of these other players is going to have to step into that role and really exert themselves at this point of the game.
It was just this time last week the Bobcats found themselves down at the half against Incarnate Word, found a way to win that game 72-64. Bobcats have won 8 straight at home, dating back to last year. The trail here, a minute plus gone by in the second half. They haven't scored yet. There's a 3 from the corner. Wouldn't fall for Ethan White. And the Bobcats get a rebound and then a foul committed by Darren Minifield.
Yeah, Texas State has struggled today from the three-point line, Brant. You know, that was a good look there that Marlon Davis had. They just haven't got any consistency from the outside today. 2
of 13 from deep for the Bobcats, who were 2 of 11 from 3 against Texas on Wednesday. Harrell picked up his dribble. Great tight man-to-man defense here for the Saints. Small couldn't finish at the basket. Harrell, the smallest player on the floor, gets the offensive rebound, and then a shooting foul will send Harrell to the free throw line.
Really good hustle by Harrell, winning that 50-50 ball. He gets it and just gets a little bit right there. Patterson gets him a little bit on the arm. He's going to put Harrell to the line for a couple free throws. But, you know, if you're Coach Dial, you're okay with that foul because it's a hustle foul. Really trying to be aggressive on the defensive end.
Bobcats were just 2 of 6 from the line of the first half. Harrell bucks that trend, at least for 1 shot. And now the game, Mason Harrell has 5 points. They got a quiet first half for Harrell, who has been the team's leading scorer through their first 5 games this season. Only Bobcat who scored in double figures all 5 games this year. As Coach Terrence Johnson looks on, again it is interim season as Texas State's head coach. We asked Coach Dial, what advice would you give to Terrence Johnson, because Chris Dial was once upon a time the interim coach at Our Lady of the Lake. He said the best words of advice he could offer is to be yourself.
Yep, be yourself, trust your gut. You know, that's always the things that, you know, I've told when I've had assistant coaches going on to be head coaches is, you know, you're there for a reason. Trust your instincts and go with them.
Small ties the game with a 3. Isaiah Small with his second basket. He has 5 points. And for Small, just his second made 3 of the season. And we're tied at 35.
And the Saints are doing a really good job of spreading out the Bobcats. Again, nice turnover this time on the other way with Texas State. Missed the easy bunny, but Isaiah Small is there for the follow and finish. He's going to get himself to the line.
The lanky, long-haired Isaiah Small, back-to-back buckets. And the Bobcats a little mini 5-0 run here. And Small up to 7 points, 8 rebounds. So hovering close to a double-double here today. Small again hit a 3 at the top 2 possessions ago, the latest one, and one. Potential play here for Isaiah Small, senior out of New Jersey. and hits the free throw to complete the three-point play. NBA season, by the way, is just now getting started, at least the preseason is. Isaiah Small has noted his favorite NBA players as Kevin Durant, who will finally make his Brooklyn Nets debut this year, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the reigning MVP.
Say that 3 times really
Giannis
fast.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Don't ask me to spell it, though.
Oh, you got me beat on that, Brant, and it's not even close.
Well, again, I've had a lot of practice
Yep.
the last 48 hours simply pronouncing names of different dialects.
You're a better man, Brant. I could not even get close to doing that.
3 minutes gone by, a 3-point Texas State lead. Bobcats on an 8-2 run after the Saints reeled off a 13-0 run. Harrell knocks it off the leg of Embry, Jones, at least he thought he did. But the ball stays with the Saints with 7 to shoot.
I like the intensity on this possession by Texas State. They've really amped it up, really trying to get up in the space of the Saints. And again, that causes an unforced turnover. You look there, Williams for the Saints steps on the sideline. It's going to be Bobcat basketball. See if they can extend this run.
Don't believe we saw Josh Williams in the first half. A transfer out of Tarleton State, which just recently moved up from Division II to Division I, now playing in the WAC. Soule draws a reaching foul against Jordan Embry. And now the Saints have some fouls piling up here early part of the second half. That is their 5th.
And again, that's a big deal for either team. The first half, it gave an opportunity for the Saints to drive, draw fouls, and get to the free throw line. And it's giving Texas State now an opportunity this second half just to be able to be aggressive on offense and get rewarded.
It will also lead to fewer shots being contested.
Yep.
Off the Bobcats turnover. That is now their 13th. White can't finish. A foul is called. It's called against Texas State.
They call it on Mason Harrell. I'm not sure what exactly the call. Oh, for flopping. Official looks over at us, Brant. He says you can call a personal foul if a player flops. There isn't contact, but I don't know. It's hard to tell from that angle if there was actually contact made, but that's what was called on the floor.
But they have changed the call. Officials confer.
A warning, yeah.
It's been a warning.
Yeah, so it's not a foul. Basically, you can give a player a warning for flopping, or they can do like when you've seen shooters shoot the three-pointer and kick their legs out and then flop again. Both those are things officials can give warnings for.
The second call would result in a technical. 2 free throws in possession.
Again, got a tight one here, 3 points. The Bobcats are ahead. Again, really important possession for them. I like the movement they've been having. Small has just been short today on a lot of his perimeter shots. I'm not sure if he's not getting enough of his legs into his shot.
There's Jones, picked up by Davis. Now White, the driving and Small, swats it away.
Well, apparently he got his legs back down on that end, Brant.
Small, the second leading shot blocker in the Sun Belt coming into the game today as Harrell misfires on a 3. Still remains a 3-point game. Inside of 16 minutes to go in the half. Embry over Soule. Couldn't corral the rebound, finally does after tapping it to himself a few times.
I think that's a wise decision by Adams. Pulled it out, now trying to get to the rim. Penetrating pitch 3, and those are always usually high percentage 3-point shots when you can drive in and kick it out to shooters with their feet set.
Harrell able to hit the 3 for the Bobcats, his first today. Texas State now on a 9-0 run. Williams lost his footing and then traveled. So the Saints commit their 9th turnover. Bobcats on top by 6 in the second half.
We still stand strong, always will, shining from the hill, eternally committed to truth and the flow of knowledge, turning dreams into action, action into life, life into achievement. In the face of change and challenge, we are fierce, we inspire, we innovate, we become.
Join the mobile fan club that sends you Texas State Athletics news, scores, and highlights as they happen. Simply text TXST to 83200. Breaking news, instant scores, information, and special offers will be sent to you via text alert. Visit txst.com/texts to customize the sports alerts you want to receive. Join the Texas State Mobile Fan Club by texting TXST at 83200 now. The digital home field for all Texas State Bobcats is txst.com. Bookmark this page so you'll have easy access to the latest news, scores, highlights, and live event coverage links. Plus, see in-depth stories, up-to-date conference standings, purchase game tickets, access social media content, and enjoy a wealth of feature content that will keep you entertained for hours, all from the comfort of your own home. Get started now by heading to txst.com, your official digital home for Texas State Athletics. Next home game by getting your tickets online at txstatebobcats.com today.
Today's Campus Spotlight takes us to Texas State's Bobcat Stadium site of commencement for fall 2020. The graduation ceremonies held Thursday, Friday, and 2 more earlier today. More than 2,700 students walking the proverbial stage over the past couple of days. And, of course, the great tradition after walking the stage is jumping into the St. Marcus River out there at Sewell Park. Again, a great part of the graduation ceremonies here at Texas State.
And you had a special role this year, Brant, announcing the names. I figured your voice, we might have to do a few vocal exercises today to get you back in shape for that.
Not at all. I'm trained for this.
Okay.
Yep, one of the name readers today alongside one of the professors in the mass communications department, Dan Schumacher. 41-35 our score. 5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Bobcats on a 9-0 run. And Shelby Adams a chance to expand upon that. He will go to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
So you got your tongue. You didn't get tongue-tied. You got
like
tongue tested. You don't like it, all.
No.
You got some real tests on the names, I have a feeling, over this weekend.
Yes, a lot of creative phonetic spelling on my part, because you think about the campus here, it's a student body approaching 40,000. And each year, anywhere between 2,500 and 30,000 students are walking the stage from all parts of the world, not just here in America, but South America, Europe, Asia, Africa. And so, yes, not everybody has the last name Smith or Jones.
Well,
as Adams misses both free throws.
Well, kudos to you, Brent. I'm sure you did a wonderful job just like you do here on ESPN+.
I, though, did not jump into the river afterwards today. I'm not allowed to get wet or eat after midnight. Here's Kintu inside against Harrell. Hit the side of the backboard. And the Saints offense has come to a screeching halt. Haven't scored in more than 4 minutes.
And I think some of the credit has to go to Texas State. They've really upped their defensive effort. And again, Isaiah Small is just struggling today from the field. He's got some really good looks and just has not been able to find the bottom of the net.
3 of 11 now shooting is Isaiah Small. And Kintu traveled. Had a mismatch, too, in the perimeter against Nigel Caesar.
It looks like Coach TJ is opting to give Isaiah Small a little rest and get Quentin Scott back in the game. Scott's had the hot hand in the first half for the Bobcats from the three-point line, which is a little bit odd for him.
Little more than 6 minutes gone by. The Bobcats have not created really any separation today. Harrell, a good floater, gives the Bobcats an 8-point lead. Their largest lead is 10. But again, the Saints used that 11-0 run to end the first half and led at halftime 31-30. Jones a step back, well defended, but a late foul is called in the follow-through. And they'll whistle the foul here against Caleb Asbury.
Yeah, Lennox Jones really hunts shots. He tries to get himself opportunities to look, and that's a tough call there for Adams. It looks like a little contact on the wrist, but you could also see that not being called in a lot of games. that we've watched, Brant.
Yes, there was Shelby Adams, not called the foul as Jones misses the first free throw. You think about what the Saints are having to replace from a year ago is, again, they've played very little this season. The story about this team is that 3 of the top 4 scorers from a year ago are gone. That includes Michael Saladin, the best three-point shooter in program history. Another big loss is the fact that Victor Roper, the conference's freshman of the year a year ago, has not played this season for the Saints as they force another turnover, and Monzon able to put it in. An 18-point day now for Ruben Monzon.
Yeah, they've gone back to this full court pressure, which gave Texas State some trouble in the first half. They've got to take care of the basketball. Little laissez-faire there when Caesar grabbed the ball. He didn't get it, grab it, and be tough with it, and it resulted in an easy basket for the Saints.
And the Bobcats are going to have to expect to see full court pressure in the Sun Belt Conference against far better athletes than what the Saints can present to them.
Definitely so, Brant. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Wallace and miss. Just saying that this is a good opportunity for the Bobcats to see it and find ways they can better attack it, because they have struggled against it so far this afternoon.
I would concur. And again, some of it on the offensive end, they've taken some really quick jump shots, 15 feet to three-pointers, and they've not had success with it, and that's led to some easy transition pushes by the Saints.
Carrying called against Edmund Tedesco, the senior from Stockholm, Sweden. Again, there's that full court pressure leading to an easy basket inside for Monzon. 18 points again for Monzon, the team's top scorer from a year ago, and more than top returning score from a year ago, more than 13 points a game. Points off turnovers, keeping the Saints in it. A whistle away for the basketball is the 17th foul against the Saints, so the Bobcats in the bonus, and the 1-and-1 coming up.
Yeah, Soulé did a really nice job posting up in the interior there, drew that foul, and got himself to the free throw line. And so kudos to him, really working hard in the paint.
So here is Soulé, 87% for the strike this season. Texas State Athletics has a busy week coming up. To stay up to date on all Bobcat athletic events, check out txst.com/coverage for video, audio, and live stats for each event. That's txst.com/coverage. You saw the second of those events. Again, the Bobcat men back in action Tuesday night against Texas A&M Corpus Christi, a team the Bobcats beat earlier this season.
Yeah, that should be a really good match again. It was a pretty tight game down there in Corpus Christi earlier in the year. Second half, Texas State separated a little bit, and they really had good bench play that game.
Off the missed three-pointer. Bobcats have built now a 7-point lead. Outscoring the Saints by 8 here in the second half.
Looks like Texas State had a design play that they wanted to run. Credit to the Lake defense. Really nice, though, pass there by Harrell, and just could not finish it. Quentin Scott comes up short.
And the rebound tracked down by Esteban Trevino. Here come the Saints. Monzon draws a foul, and that will lead to a timeout. Mason Harrell having a good start to the second half, and a double figures now for the 6th straight game to start the season. Harrell has 11, and the Bobcats have a 7-point lead, 45-38 over Our Lady of the Lake.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
Looking at one of the numbers that has stood out today, the Bobcats committing 14 turnovers has led to 16 points off turnovers for the Saints, who are now up to 11 turnovers in the game. They only committed 6 in the first half, 5 already in the first 8.5 minutes here in the second. Again, the Bobcats were down at the half, 31-30, playing much better here in the second half, much more what was expected of the team coming into the game today.
Yeah, both teams have played a little sloppy, and wow, really great acceleration there by Monzon to the bucket and draws the foul, but ooh, he got off the ground.
Man, is he playing with confidence today, just trying to go top shelf there against Addison Wallace, and almost did it, almost climbed the ladder, and we'll have to settle for a couple of free throws here. Monzon very aggressive today, 18 points. 2 rebounds shy of a double-double. Again, a player that Coach Dial has called a motor, the heart of this team. And has played really well today. He also excels off the court, a Red River Scholar athlete a year ago. Part of a great academic year for Our Lady of the Lake Athletics. Had an athletic program-wide record GPA of 3.14 a year ago.
Good work in the classroom by the Saints. They're throwing here back to the court. They're throwing a little bit of a run and jump half-court trap at Texas State, trying to, again, create some more turnovers, speed up Texas State on the offensive end. So far, they've handled that pressure.
The trapping on pick and rolls. Bobcats are having issues against that. Off the rebound, Harrell misfires, and Monzon hauls it in.
And again, the Bobcat woes from the three-point line are still there, really struggling from out there today.
Bobcats down to 36% shooting for the game, 4 of 16 from the floor in the second half. There's a steal, though, by Asbury. Wallace in transition, Asbury off the glass. So the Bobcats with their first basket in more than 3 minutes.
Yeah, both teams have really struggled from the floor getting any type of continuity from possession to possession, and so I think right now Texas State needs to dig in, really sit down and guard on the defensive end. Looks like Quentin Scott may have hurt his ankle there a little bit.
Embry in the post, fades away, can't hit over Scott, and Scott has the rebound. Again, an issue for this Bobcat team, far too many droughts, dry spells offensively. Their defense at times can save them, but the competition's going to step up. And here in just a couple of weeks is Soule rattles it home. Soule now has 10, and the Bobcats have built their largest lead at 11.
And they're again doing a better job on the offensive glass. On defense, they're really doing a better job of helping and cleaning the boards up, giving them one and done. You see there an air ball, and again coming down offense, pushing it ahead and trying to get really good looks at the basket.
Scott and Soule mismatch against Monzon, but can't score. I don't know if Soule realized how free he was to the basket.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, again, I think he needs to slow down when he catches the ball versus immediately getting it, putting it on the ground.
Good tip in from Embry, and Coach Dial will call for a timeout. And we'll take it with him. 9 minutes left in the second half. Bobcats on top, 49-40.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
We're back at Strainer Arena where the Bobcats have won 9 straight games. They're 2-0 at home this season. They've been pushed today by Our Lady of the Lake out of the Red River Athletic Conference from NAIA. Again, the Saints led at the half, 31-30. Bobcats have outscored the Saints in the second half, 19-9. Moments ago, head coach Chris Dow calling for a timeout. Wanted his team to compete today, and boy, they've done that.
They sure have, Brant. And again, you're going to see out of this timeout, they're going to get in that full court pressure that has given Texas State some problems today. They've got to handle the pressure, keep the basketball, and get it in the half court and get a good look at the basket. And again, right there, another turnover by Texas State against the full court pressure.
In transition, underneath, Jones can't score. Got his own rebound and sticks it back in. Lennox Jones, the basket. Jones has 10. The Bobcats have now committed 14 turnovers.
Yeah, and again, that was an unfortunate event there for Marlon Davis. It went off his foot, but still, it ended up resulting in a turnover and a basket for the Saints.
Two of the Bobcats' top scorers, Soule and Harrell, not on the floor right now. Where will the offense come from? As Wallace turns it over. Good on-ball defense there from Our Lady of the Lake. Coming up on 8 minutes to go. This is still very much a ball game.
Yeah, Texas State, again, they've got some reserves in. Got to do a better job on the defensive end. Nice job by Nate Martin stepping over and taking the charge there from White.
Well, the Saints bench looks dejected after that call. They thought it should have been an and one for Ethan White and a chance to make it a 3-point or 4-point game, but instead a foul called against the Saints on the offensive foul.
Yeah, it was, again, great movement by the freshman to move over and to take that charge. And, again, did a nice job. And, again, it was one of those 50-50 calls. You just don't know which way it's going to go, and it benefited the Bobcats today. And, again, I think the officials are having a little talk about it, just making sure they're all on the same page. And it looks like we're going to go back to playing. I think there was a little bit of not a break out there, but I think the officials or the table had given them misinformation.
4 seconds away for the next media stoppage, but no timeout being called here, not yet. Officials clearing up the foul call. The Bobcats on top 49-42 over Our Lady of the Lake. Again, everybody in the country put on red alert after the upset by Fort Hays State over Kansas State. Bobcats trying to avoid falling victim to a non-D1 here today.
Well, what was unique about that game, Brant, it was I guess an ad game. You know, they were originally, K-State was supposed to play Butler, but Butler was in COVID protocols, and they filled in the game with Fort Hays State. And then two of Fort Hays' coaches were out of the game with COVID, so it's just a really unique game situation.
Martin can't hit the turnaround. Rebound hauled in by Embry. Here come the Saints on the drive. Trevino finds Jones outside. And now the Saints set up in the half-court offense. Trevino spots and rattles it in. Esteban Trevino buries his first three this season, and the lead is down to 4.
And again, they're doing that jump trap. They're trying to get Marlon Davis to pick the ball up in a corner, and it came about a hair's length right there from being another turnover for Texas State.
Timeout on the floor, 49-45. Bobcats clinging to a lead over the Saints.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
One side, one tap. You know what?
Let's take you around the NCAA. We've talked about it throughout the broadcast. Big upset earlier this week. K-State goes down against Division II Fort Hays State. The first non-Division I win. The first win by a non-Division I team over a major conference program since 2000. Some of the other headlines we had in there, Duke and Coach Mike Krzyzewski canceling the remainder of their non-conference schedule because of the current COVID pandemic. And speaking of which, to this point, for a season began not long ago, just November the 25th, already 235 games have been impacted due to the pandemic, either canceled or postponed.
It's just crazy, Brant. Again, I think the key thing this season for coaches and players alike is they have to be adaptable, because you just don't know from game to game how many you're going to get to play and who you're going to actually get to play.
Shot clock down to 10. Here's Harrell, picked up by Trevino. Off the Soule screen. Back into Soule, fights his way inside but can't finish. The Bobcats have had a lot of point-blank misses today.
Yeah, it was really great patience by the Bobcats, but just could not finish the play.
Wide open three. Darren Minifield, when the lead is down to 1 inside of 6 minutes to go. A 12-2 run by the Saints. They made their last 4 shots. This team is not going away.
They are not. I don't think we're going to reach the 120s like the game 10 years ago, but it is a ball game definitely today here in San Marcos.
Harrell attacks, kicks. Adams missed the corner 3, but Scott the rebound for Texas State. And the call for the offensive foul drawn by Lennox Jones Jr. And the Saints have a chance to take the lead on this next possession.
Yeah, and you see on the faces of the Texas State players some frustration. I don't see that they're, I don't want to use the word scared, Brant, but I see that they're knowing that they need to be playing better. And we'll get to see here in the next 5 minutes which of these teams is going to come out the victor.
Bobcats have not shot well in this half of this game. In the half, 7 of 24 for the game, 36%. The Saints have made the same amount of shots the Bobcats have with 5 fewer attempts. White for the lead. Yes. Ethan White drains a 3. The Saints now on a 15-2 run and lead it 53-51.
They have really shot the 3 ball well today. And again, you have to give them credit for getting those easy looks.
Adams has been quiet today and draws a reaching foul against Ethan White. So again, last time down, White bearing a big 3. Coach Dial has called him one of the better shooters in the program. We asked him the question, who is the best shooter on the team? He actually said it's himself.
Yeah.
But the way the Saints are shooting today, and I think they're out shooting their coach. They've hit 6 threes, 46% from beyond the arc. 3 of those makes coming here in the second half on just 5 attempts.
And that's definitely the recipe to have an upset for an NAIA school over a Division I program is, again, that 3-point line, and then they have forced the Bobcats into some really tough shots, and they've turned the ball over.
The missed free throw by Adams, but Soule the rebound for Texas State. Gets it back, Soule inside, ties the game with the left hand.
And again, you've got a 4-minute game now, Brent, just a little bit over. And Brent, both teams have got to dig their heels in and see who has the will to pull this game out.
Just outside of 4 minutes to go, we're tied at 53. Jones finds a shooter, Embry. In and out on that 3. Saints bench was ready to explode. That is the first missed shot out of the last 6 attempts by Our Lady of the Lake.
And again, Texas State's taking their time. They're getting the ball in the paint.
A quadruple team drawn by Soule. The Saints daring the Bobcats to beat it from the outside, and they can't. Another missed 3. The Bobcats are 4 of 20 from beyond the arc. But here's a steal. Harrell attacks and gives the Bobcats a lead with 3.5 to go.
Really nice hands there by Shelby Adams, and then pitching the ball ahead. And again, an easy play for Texas State and for Mason Harrell there on the layup. And again, they've got to dig in, Texas State on the defensive end, and you're going to look and see the Saints trying to attack the rim.
Good turnaround from Lennox Jones. Tied again at 55. Approaching 3 minutes to go. The Saints are feeling it. Here's Harrell off the Soule screen. Shot clock down at 10.
And it looks like Texas State is really trying to get the ball inside to Soule. But credit to the Saints, they've done a really nice job helping inside. It looks like the big man for the Saints is getting tired, and they're going to take a timeout here.
Again, Our Lady of the Lake looking for the upset today. They're getting it done for the outside. 6 made threes for the Saints. We're tied at 55 late in San Marcos.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is X-Fi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is X-Fi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right.
This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity. This isn't just a Wi-Fi upgrade. This is xFi Complete from Xfinity.
It's crunch time here in San Marcos. 2:42 left, knotted at 55 apiece. It's a make or miss game, and the Saints have been making their shots. 48% shooting here in the second half. The Bobcats are not. 33% shooting since halftime for Texas State. And the Bobcats with a lot of nervous energy inside this building right now. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Hale's got to let it fly. And this fires. The Bobcats are now 4 of 21 from 3. And the Saints can again play for the lead on this upcoming possession.
Yeah, Texas State has really struggled mightily from the three-point line, really in general from the perimeter tonight, and so this is making this game really close because of that.
The Bobcats have not lost to a non-Division I opponent in a decade. A streak of 22 straight wins on the line. The last time a team beat them, Our Lady of the Lake, back in 2010. Shot clock down at 10 for Trevino.
And they get the ball in their hands of one of their glue guys at Bennyfield.
White for three, no. But Embry chases down the rebound and then draws a foul against Alonzo Sule, the team's sixth. So the Saints not shooting free throws yet, but they'll keep possession with just over 2 minutes to go.
And these are those times, Brand, it just comes down to a guy making a play. Players making plays down the stretch here, so both teams have got to really dig deep and find a way to carry their team over the finish line.
Into Minifield. Final 2 minutes. Head stop by Sule. Back inside Embry. Pass to White, nearly sailed out of bounds. Shot clock down to 7. White, the step through and the finish. Ethan White puts the Saints on top with 1:40 left.
That was great patience by the Saints on offense and waiting for that crevice to appear for them to get to the rim.
Alley-oop is small. Got fouled though. He'll go to the free throw line for a pair. The Saints have made 7 out of their last 9 from the floor. And I'll tell you what, Ethan White is heating up. Has scored the last 2 trips down for the Saints. Good step through. Didn't take that third step. And got the finish. And now 2 big free throws here for Isaiah Small, who's 1-1 for the line today.
And you have to credit on the flip side here, Brant. Texas State did a nice job on their offensive end executing. Got a really good look at the bucket. Small got fouled on the dunk attempt and hit the first free throw.
30-second timeout called by Chris Dial for the Saints. They have 2 timeouts left. The Bobcats have 3. Texas State is in the bonus, the double bonus, for the remainder of the game. The Saints will be in the bonus on the Bobcats' next foul. In terms of players in foul trouble, Shelby Adams has 4 for the Bobcats. Nobody has 4 for the Saints. Adams, again, we've talked about how much progression he has made this year, but today, because of the foul trouble, has had a bad game. Just 2 points, a 1 of 3 shooting, 0 of 3 for the line. Again, you think about where the scoring should come from for the Bobcats. And Mason Harrell having an off shooting day. Beyond Alonzo Soule, they really haven't had any extra sources of scoring.
No, they haven't. Again, they've struggled from the perimeter, getting anybody hit consistently. And to be honest, Brent, they've struggled from the free throw line, but both teams have. You know, you look at the free throw percentages, neither team is blazing it up from the line.
So here's Small, a big free throw with 92 seconds to go. Maybe Coach Dial trying to ice him on the last timeout call. Rattles out. Adams the rebound, though. Can't put it back in, and the Saints come away with it. With a minute 25 left, Our Lady of the Lake out of the NAIA holding on to a 1-point lead.
And that rebound was by White, the same guy who hit the big bucket at the other end, possession before.
Ball deflected, out of bounds. Last touch by Texas State with 8 seconds on the shot clock. NAIA, NCAA, doesn't matter now. It's a coin flip game with a minute 5 left. This is basketball, 5-on-5. Who will the better team be over the next 65 seconds?
Again, Texas State's got a guard here for 8 seconds. And you're going to look for Our Lady of the Lake to come up with something. Hopefully, Minifield's going to probably put on the deck and drive.
Instead, spots up long two, right on through. Darren Minifield. 59 seconds, 57 seconds to go. Our Lady of the Lake on top, 59-56. Referee stoppage, I think, to determine whether or not he got the shot off. You heard the buzzer go off, but clearly left his hands in time.
It was a great move. I mean, he put his head down, drove in, pulled it back, elevated above, and hit the shot. It was a really tough shot, but hit nothing but the bottom of the net.
They were confirming whether or not it was a three, but he was clearly inside the line, inside the women's line as well. So 57 seconds to go. Suzanne, if you're the Bobcats here, are you going for the quick two or you're playing for a three?
I think you go for the quick two. I mean, you're going to get the ball back. It's a 2 possessions. You're going to get another look at it. I'd see if I could get a quick two. For some reason, you have a really great look at a three, the right guy, you would take it. But initially, you're going to just want points.
Timeout taken by Texas State. You saw it there. The Bobcats with a 22-game winning streak against non-Division I opponents. That is very much up in the air right now. The streak that dates back to 2010. That was 2 conferences ago for Texas State. They were then members of the Southland Conference. They were still 3 years away from joining the WAC at the time. Then, of course, later into the Sun Belt.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Brant, the reason we're in this situation here for the Bobcats, it's shooting. I mean, it's
that simple.
I mean, it's that simple. I mean, they're shooting poorly from the three-point line, from the free throw line, and from the floor. And that deadly combination will put you in these type of situations against teams that, you know, realistically you should be beating.
You thought the Bobcats were starting to pull away when it was 49-38, but since that point, 21-7, the Saints have outscored the Bobcats, who have not made a bucket in 2.5 minutes. That streak, that drought cannot continue if they're going to avoid the upset today.
And again, they've got the ball in the hands of Soule. A lot of pressure by the Saints, trying to keep it from the ball handlers, from Mason Harrell or from Marlon Davis. And again, a huge possession for Texas State.
Harrell in the lane, into Small. Can't score. Got his rebound and sticks it back in with 35.8 to go. And the Bobcats call for a timeout. Texas State will be down to 1 left here in the game. If you're the Bobcats now, Suzanne, do you play for a stop, or if you don't get an early turnover in the possession, do you foul and put the Saints in the free throw line?
Well, it all depends on your confidence in your team. You know, man, that's a tough one, Brant. You know, neither team has shot free throws well today, so I think you could probably get up and press, try to get a trap or a steal, and if not, foul, play the free throw game. But I also don't have an issue with you getting down and guarding and coming back and taking the last shot. So it'll be interesting to see which way the Coach TJ decides to play it. Either way, I think is a viable option for the Bobcats.
The Saints from the free throw line today, you see it, 5 of 11. A year ago, they were the 4th best free throw shooting team out of the Red River Athletic Conference. Bobcats have also left a lot of points on the board. 8 missed free throws for Texas State today. 4 of 21 shooting from three-point range as well has been a problem for Terrence Johnson's Texas State team.
Yeah, both teams have not done a great job at the line, and that's a really important statistic when you get here in this type of ball game.
Bobcats trapping in the backcourt. Monzon fouled by Shelby Adams. Good candidate if you're Texas State. Monzon is 0 of 3 for the line today. Was 4 of 9 for the line coming into the game here this afternoon. And this is the 1-and-1 as Shelby Adams fouls out. And what has been an afternoon to forget for the senior out of Converse, fouls out with his 2 points here today.
Yeah, and again, he played super hard today and just could not get on a roll on the offensive end, especially coming off that game from Texas where he did play well.
Missed it, and the Bobcats can play for the lead. Under 30 seconds to go. Asbury, the floater, short, rebound, Asbury, missed it, rebound, Saints. Jones has got it, 14 seconds left. And as that sequence told the story for the Bobcats today, great looks but cannot finish, and the Saints are potentially 13 seconds away from a huge upset.
A huge upset. Again, had a floater there by Asbury. He gets a follow-up, misses it, and just, again, they are right at the bucket. As you mentioned, Brant, point blank missing shots.
Jones to the line for the 1-and-1. He is 1 of 2 for the line today. Saints as a team 5 of 12. And the Bobcats have the basketball, not using their final timeout. And now they will. Let's see if they add more time to the clock. It felt like the whistle blew before it reached 8 seconds. Who do you draw things up for here?
Boy, I don't know, Brant. Tonight, everybody has struggled so much. It seems like, I would think they would try to do something maybe where they get an interior touch into Souley or something in there, and then if they double him, kick it out for a shot. But, if you have 8 seconds, you don't have a lot of time. The other option I could see TJ going with would be putting the ball in Mason Harrell's hand and letting him create and either getting to the rim or ditching it off to somebody.
So again, 8 seconds left, but they might be putting some more time on the clock. We see the officials over the scores table looking back at the monitors as Coach Chris Dial talks to his team. Defensively, are you switching everything? Are you trying to trap the ball handler? What are you doing if you're the Saints?
Well, I think the Saints are they're gonna switch anyhow because most of their players are technically guard players. The only matchup that they would really want to keep solid is going to be on the interior on Souley. You don't want to get a smaller guard player on him, but they're going to switch most everything. Again, I think Coach TJ is going to draw some type of sideline out of bounds play that might be for a quick look. You're going to see the Saints switching everything, and then if they do throw the ball inside, I could see them doubling down like they have in the past, trying to get a steal or tie the ball up.
They have added 0.8 of a second to the clock. Should note that the Bobcats have issues inbounding the basketball. They cannot call for a timeout. They are out of them.
And then further, Brent, if there's a tie ball, that right now is favoring the Saints. So if they can tie the ball up, it's going to be their ball to hold on to for the next 8 seconds.
Here we go. It's Harrell, Small, Souley, Davis, and Asbury, the inbounder for Texas State. Game on the line. Under 10 seconds to go. Asbury, pass deflected and stolen by White. Big play by the hobbling Darren Minifield. Minifield, Gimpy deflected the pass. Leads to the Bobcats' 19th turnover of the game. 6.8 left. The Saints have missed the last 2 free throws. Look at it again.
Yeah, really good hands there by Minifield, getting his hands on the ball, deflecting it, causing the turnover, and just a tough play for the Bobcats.
Double bonus, so White will get 2 free throw chances here.
And it's, White being at the line is sort of a pat on the back for him. He was the one who hit that big layup for him down the stretch when the game was tied. And so him getting the line is just awesome for him.
Makes them both. The Bobcats need a 3. 6.8 left. Harrell, under 5 seconds. Asbury for the tie. No! And a team by the Lake has an upset outside the river. For the first time in 10 years, Texas State has lost to a non-Division I opponent, and Our Lady of the Lake, a monumental upset in St. Marcus for the second time in program history.
I'm not sure if Texas State wants to put Our Lady of the Lake on their schedule. It's just been a bad omen. And again, today was just a perfect